Do you want to know a man's emotional capacity in the first few weeks of dating? Ask him these questions, and his answers are going to tell you everything you need to know. Women don't get blindsided because we're naive. We get blindsided because no one taught us how to evaluate emotional stamina. Capacity is, can he tolerate emotion? Can he repair conflict? Can he stay connected when things get uncomfortable? And this is how you're going to find out. You're going to ask him these questions and listen for his answers. Question 1. What was it like to express emotions in your home growing up? If he says, we didn't talk about feelings didn't matter, or my family's just not emotional, that's not neutral. That was his training. He was trained to suppress emotion. And what someone suppresses in themselves, they're not going to be able to handle it in you either. Question 2, how did your parents handle conflict? If he says, well, they avoided it, or they exploded, or we just pretended nothing happened, that tells you he likely never learned how to repair. And repair is the core of long-term intimacy. Love is not about avoiding conflict. It's about knowing how to come back from it. Question 3, who comforted you when you were upset as a child? If he says no one, really listen to this, because comforting is learned. If no one modeled emotional soothing for him, he might not know how to regulate you or himself. Question 4, did you ever feel responsible for your parents' emotions? And this is going to help you identify a parentified man, because if he had to manage adult feelings as a child, intimacy is now going to feel like pressure to him. He might over-control, he might detach, he might shut down when closeness deepens, not because he's evil, but because closeness feels unsafe to him. And the last question, and this is really the most important, what have you worked on as an adult? Can he recognize any of these issues from his childhood, and has he worked on those? Men with capacity can answer that. They can name growth, they can name mistakes, they can name what they've changed. Men without capacity deflect or minimize, or they say, it was no big deal, it really wasn't an issue, I don't know what the problem was. That's not strength, and that's a lack of self-awareness. But low capacity doesn't have to be permanent, but it is expensive. It takes intentional work. It takes discomfort. It takes accountability. Often you're looking at least 6 to 12 months or more of consistent effort to really see a little bit of progress. And it doesn't improve just because he loves you or because you love him so much. It improves because he chooses growth. Capacity isn't perfection, it's willingness. And if he's not willing, no amount of patience is going to build it for him. Awareness doesn't make dating harder. It protects your future.